Hi everyone. So I am going to show you the YouTube channels that I'm subscribed to. And I'm going to give you a good idea of what they are all about. So let's check this out. So first of all, we have Tom Bilyeu's channel, which is divided in three shows: Impact Theory, Health Theory, and Conversations with Tom, which is which has longer form interviews. So it has a lot of pretty useful interviews and is definitely highly recommended. So then we have Valuetainment, which is primarily about entrepreneurship. But there's also a lot of interviews, and I think that this is one of the best channels on YouTube for sure. So GaryVee is an entrepreneur, and he has different types of videos. Some are more motivational, but he also has some interviews and stuff like that. He is a pretty unique guy, and it's definitely the kind of guy that you want to know. So you can definitely watch some of his videos, and he's definitely a really nice guy. So then we have Evan Carmichael. So he makes some videos about pretty successful people, okay, and he makes some like top 5, top 10, top 50 about them, stuff like that, and it can be very useful to have a pretty good idea of what those people are all about. So it's definitely recommended. So Jocko is an ex-Navy SEAL, and as you can see from his face, he's definitely a badass. So he has a podcast, but I have never seen a full podcast, okay, of him. But I saw some parts of his podcast because there's a lot of videos that are parts of his podcast actually. So he has a certain amount of videos that are obviously related to war, okay. So it could be less interesting for a lot of people, but there's also some videos that are pretty inspiring, okay. And since he's a very different type of guy, so I definitely love him. Then we have Playing with Fire, which is a channel to get better with women. Okay, so it could be on dating apps, it could be in other ways, but it's definitely great channel. Okay, this is something that I started watching when I was on dating apps myself. Okay, when I started to when I was swiping a lot on dating apps, and I just wanted to have some tips just in case, that it could be useful. And I found this thing, and I really like this guy too. This is definitely recommended, though I'm not saying that it's necessarily going to be really useful for incels, though. So Tim Ferriss, yeah, nice guy. He has a podcast, obviously, the Tim Ferriss Show, and he has some interviews. So I watched that. I try to watch like one interview per week or one per 2 week now, you could say, because I have a lot of other channels to watch. So the Joe Rogan Experience, I haven't seen a lot of interviews yet, but obviously now he is on Spotify. So the most recent interviews are only available there. But it's considered like the #1 podcast in the world. It's not my favorite so far. I don't know if it will become in the future. but it's at least one of the best for sure. So Charisma on Command. The goal of this channel is to try to get better here at understanding human behavior. Okay, so you're going to see a lot of videos with some people. Okay, and the man is going to analyze what they are actually doing, right or wrong, and this is something that can definitely help some people to get better, okay, at human psychology and stuff like that. And it could also make you better with humans, to socialize better and try to, I don't know, to help people to it could help you to influence people, you could say, okay, but it can take a lot of time to get better. But it's definitely considered one of the best channels for that on YouTube, for sure. So Robert Benjamin is about trying to get better on TikTok. Okay, so if you need some help, he is considered one of the best on YouTube for that. Okay, trying to get some views or how the algorithm works. Annie Dubé is mostly about trying to get better on YouTube. Okay, so how YouTube works, getting some views, and all of this stuff. There's a certain amount of people that are popular in this niche. Okay, but I found her a couple of months ago, and definitely really like her. Absolute Motivation. Obviously, this is a motivational channel. Okay, one of the most popular out there. Be inspired. So this channel is mostly about what the guy does is that he takes some parts of like interviews, you could say. It's mostly about that. But yeah, some of the videos can be inspiring or interesting. Others are, I'd say, not so useful. And there's even some videos about some conspiracy theories, I'd say, unfortunately. But as you can see, he has a lot of subscribers, so he's clearly doing something right. Ben Lionel Scott is a motivational channel, so he's very good. And what is appreciated is that most of his videos are less than 5 minutes. So it's nice to have a channel like that has shorter videos. So if you're into motivational videos, well, this one is definitely recommended. So TextGod, obviously, it's about trying to get better on dating apps. Okay, it's mostly about that, obviously. Some of his videos are like, some of them are more like for entertainment, you could say. Sometimes it's both to try to get better at texting, but also can be entertaining. Okay, so but obviously this channel has less videos than the other one that I mentioned, Playing with Fire. Playing with Fire is a lot better than this channel, though, obviously. So yeah, Nimmin is obviously about getting some tips on YouTube. Okay, and he's one of the most popular for that. He's been doing that for a certain amount of years. Ron White is a memory expert. So if you're interested about knowing more about how memory works, you could say, and learning some ways to not forget certain things. Okay, some of the best ways to remember things. It's really recommended. Matt D'Avella is a minimalist. He's pretty popular. His videos are, well, the camera is of high quality, definitely. He's a filmmaker. But I haven't really seen his videos lately, okay? But yeah. So I cannot really say if it's a good idea for me to continue to watch that. But yeah, I'm subscribed to him. Improvement Pill. It's a self-help channel that is mostly animated, okay? And so we can have some tips here, some help about a lot of different subjects, I could say. So yeah, I really like it. Chispa Motivation is obviously a motivational channel. Joseph Todd is also about getting better on TikTok. He is also one of the best. He makes less videos than Robert Benjamin, but this is something that I appreciate. Okay, so it's less repetitive, you could say. FightMediocrity is recently this channel is different, okay, than what he used to do originally. Originally, it was more about making some kind of summaries of books, okay. It's it can be useful, definitely, for that, but also his most recent videos, probably people like that less. I personally don't mind. He's going to those videos are more about, his more recent videos are more about, I'd say, parts of interviews, you know. But it can be inspiring sometimes too. So yeah, it can definitely be recommended. Paddy Galloway is about very successful YouTubers, okay, and what they did right, what they actually did to become that good. So he is going to he analyzes what they actually did, okay, that make them go super viral and super successful. And he doesn't have a lot of videos, as you can see. So yeah, I really like that. I wish that it was making a little bit more videos though. Jim Kwik is a brain coach. He also has a podcast. He has a nice vibe. So I have I'd say that I don't watch him anymore, okay, in the last couple months, but I may watch him again in the future because I started watching a lot more channels, okay, that may be more important for me right now, but I definitely appreciate him. And lastly, we have Mateusz M is another motivational channel, but he has very few videos. As you can see, he's considered excellent, but he doesn't really make videos anymore. Like, he came back last year for one video when Kobe Bryant died, but that's about it. Okay, but anyway, I'm still subscribed to him. So that's about it. So I highly recommend you to check out some of those channels. Maybe they could be pretty useful for some of you guys. I'd like to know also what you think about those channels. Maybe you probably know some of them. And if you have some recommendations, it will be really appreciated, because I know that there's a lot of great channels out there on YouTube that I'm not aware of yet. So it will be really appreciated if you could give me those recommendations in the comments below. And thanks for watching, and see you in another video.